and welcome to Patti Knits and Spins. I'm your host, Patti. You can find me on Ravelry as Pattisand. I have a group, Patti Knits and Spins Podcast, so please come and join me. I'm also on Instagram as Pattisand631, so follow me and I'll follow you back. Today is January 3rd, 2015. This is episode 50, Podiversary and Birthday. On today's show, I have a little bit of administration. There is some works in progress, some finished objects, stitching, purchases, spinning, Alaska question and fun fact, and the drawings, and whatever else crosses my mind. So sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice, your craft of choice, and let's chat. Hi everybody! I hope everybody's New Year's Eve was wonderful. Mine was. It was 28 degrees above zero. Let that sink in a little bit. 28 degrees above zero in downtown Fairbanks on New Year's Eve. So the picture you saw at the beginning of the podcast is the family waiting outside for the clock to change to midnight with our sparklers, having a lot of fun. But since it was so warm, there was a cloud of fog. It was very foggy, and it was like damp in the air, so when our sparklers were going, it got really cloudy. And it didn't move quite fast enough down the road, but there was quite a few of us, and with all our sparklers going, and we had some other ones that were handheld, and they shot off just little sparks, you could barely see the road. It was incredible. But it was a lot of fun. We have been going to the clock in downtown for 14 years. I've only missed it twice. And that was the warmest we had ever had it. They said that this was the second warmest December on record. So that's incredible. But the third warmest winter so far in history. The other two were in 1914 and 1915. So that's really incredible. Yeah. I think that's all the chatter, administration, whatever I have for you this week. So you're here for the knitting. So let's talk about it, right? Hubby socks. I had started these on a 6, or a 5. I decided to move them to a 6 because it was so tight. So it was 6 is a 4.0 millimeter. I am using Eco Plus. So this is Cascades Eco Plus, and this is color 0515. I'm not mistaken. I got it right here. No. Yeah, 0515. I remembered. I'm impressed. So I started his birthday socks over again today. I think I'm going to do the rye pattern, which is the tin can knit for worsted weight socks or Aran weight socks. But I'm doing mine toe up because I like to do toe up with the Fish Lips Kiss Heel. So I will be doing his socks. I need to get these done by the 21st for his birthday. Yay! The second thing on the needles is the shawl that I'm kind of designing, and it's not really even a design, it's just stitch patterns. This is on a size 8, which is a size 6 millimeter. Is that right? 5 millimeter. I'm sorry, this is a 5 millimeter or size 8 needle. The yarn is a loop bullseye bump in the... My show notes are over here, sorry guys. This is Kaleidoscope Eyes. I'm sorry, I couldn't even read my own handwriting. That's pretty bad. So it's not really a triangle. It's going to be more of the heart shape with the, so it'll, do one of those things. Right, here we go. And I've got this color still in and 2 other colors. So I think that the light blue is going to be another eyelet pattern, and then the dark blue color in there is going to be a ruffle. So that was my idea for this shawl. I'm really enjoying it. I love this stuff. It's so soft and squishy and warm and wonderful, and it's going to be a great shawl when it's done. And it is in my birthday bag. So the Stockinette Zombies, I was able to catch last year their birthday box. And here's the birthday bag, because January is the birthday month, right? Right? Yes, happy birthday to me. Anyway, sorry. I like birthdays. Even though my birthday is so close to Christmas, I like my birthday. I just don't like the numbers increasing. Yeah, next year is not going to be a good number. But we won't talk about that right now. Okay? Yeah. So, that's all I have on the needles right now. I'm really hoping to push through on those socks. And those shouldn't take me very long. And that shawl is almost done. But I'm finding more other interests that I'm doing more than knitting. And I like to knit. I love to knit, actually. And I've got a huge stash. So, I just need to rearrange my order of doing things to get back to the knitting. Finished objects. Barley hat's done. I went ahead and did it exactly to pattern. So Curly is modeling it for me. This has a nice slouch. I think it turned out fantastic. And if you recall, I had made a barley hat with this yarn. I ripped it out because I didn't like how it ended up on top. This one is much, much better. I knit this on a size 6 for the rim, or the brim, and that is a 4mm. I should know this, right? And an 8, which is a... I just had it. 5mm. I'm sorry. It was just... I'm losing it. I'm losing it. So 4mm for the rim, 5mm for the body of the hat. Really great pattern. I would highly suggest it. I know a lot of people are doing this, and it works wonderfully in any kind of yarn. Hand spun, I think it really works well. So sorry about the rambling. Maintain control. I'm tired. I'm tired. And I need a drink. Oh boy. Okay, so that's my finished objects for the week. Stitching. This is what I have found that I am enjoying so much. This is the Water Lily Mermaid. And you'll see some blue around the outside. I tried to wash the ink out to make sure that it wasn't going to stain, and I'm really hoping that it didn't, because there is some blue in the moon, and I hope that goes away. But as you see, I finished the first page, which is this here. Down to here is the first page, and I started the second page, and oh, I am loving doing the stitching. I'll pull it back maybe. I'm absolutely loving it. It's so much fun, and I'm very, very happy. But the Water Lily Mermaid is going to go and be put away for a while, because I started the January stitch along, which is the Mirabilia, and I'm doing the January Garnet Fairy, and I started this a little bit early. I was kind of bad. I started it like at 8 o'clock Alaska Standard Time, which would be midnight in New York. I got home and started stitching again after midnight from like 12:30 to 1. And the next day I started stitching it again, and I realized that the stuff I did before I went out was the wrong color. So I ripped out everything I had done before. So I redid it, and now her hair is correct, and she's really coming along. I love it. The dark purple down here is what I added today before the podcast. I haven't been sleeping very well, so Yeah, I got 3 hours of sleep, so I've been up since 4. Whatever, right? But there she is. I love it so much. So much fun. So that is the two things that, my two stitching. And I will insert a picture here of what I had done for the water lily mermaid before. And I'm back. I was fortunate enough to hit a Into the World update. I picked up 2 bumps of fiber. The first one was Wibbly Wobbly Timey Wimey on the Superwash Merino. I just love this color. It kind of reminds me of Bazinga, and I think I might spin this and then spin Bazinga and ply them together for a 2-ply. But I just love it. It's just so beautiful and so soft. So soft. The second one I picked up was Kimuru, and it is a 80-10-10, so it's superwash, 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. And look at this. I love this orange. That orange there. It's just gorgeous. I hope it's showing up. I'll take pictures and insert them so you guys can see a better picture of it. But it's like that purpley brown color. I'm not good at describing colors, so I'm sorry. But, oh, it's just gorgeous. So, I will be inserting pictures of those. I also received my Curls book. I believe I got this the day after Christmas, I think. Yeah, I think this came in the day after Christmas. So this is the book by Hunter Hammerson. And I really love that pattern here in the front. That shawl in the front is going to be fantastic. There is 14 different shawls. So I'm thinking that starting January 16th, I'm going to start knitting these. And I'm going to open up a thread, so if anybody else would like to join me, if you've already got the patterns or you want to pick up one of the patterns or something, you can join me and we can knit them together. It will be an open-ended one, and there will not be any prizes, but the prize is the shawl that you get at the end. I'm not going to go through this whole thing because, like I said, the Knit Girls did a really good review of this book, but I wanted to show you. I really like when authors put a picture index so that you can actually see and then go to it. So that makes me very happy. So that again is Curls by Hunter Hammerson. And so now I will insert the pictures of the fiber. And I'm back. Christy Rose asked me what my favorite thing about living in Alaska is. And this one is really hard, Christy. There are so many things I like about living here. And they're all different from when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I liked being outside. I went fishing and camping with my parents and, you know, played in the snow and had a good time. Didn't care when it was cold. And now, I don't like the cold. But I like living here. I have always felt safe living here. I've never had anybody bother me. I can walk downtown and without any problems. I've really appreciated that. I appreciated that my kids went to good schools. You know, they went to Lathrop, which is one of the biggest schools here in Fairbanks. I think it is the biggest school. And they had a little bit of problems, but nothing that was dramatic. There was a couple of lockdowns because a gun was found in a locker. But, you know, those were very few and far between. And, you know, those things are great. If you like the outdoors, Alaska is a perfect place to live. If you want To live off the grid, you can live off the grid here. You want a small community, there's tons of small communities. You want a bigger community, that you can go to the bigger community. There's a lot of art scene here. You can find spinning guilds and knitting friends, and you know, that's what makes Alaska fun, is the people, I think. I like my group of friends. I like my group of knitting friends. I find that right now this is the place to be. I've been here for a very long time. This is really the only place I remember living, so I like it here. And you just have to find something you like, and I think I have. I've also met my husband here, so that's one of the biggest reasons to like it, right? And my kids are here too. And they were fortunate that my mom and my stepdad are here, and Robbie's mom and his stepdad are here. So he's got a nice extended family as well living here. Okay, drawings. I guess we should do those. Alrighty. And I hope you stick around for after the drawing, because I have something really cool to show you. Let me see here. My phone is going crazy on me. So let's go to random.org. There it is. And on the December finish along, we had 41 finishes. That's awesome. So we'll go from 2 to 42. Okay, and I know last time I showed you guys and it didn't glare up, so what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot and we can go from there. So number 22 won this time. Let's see who that is. Number 22, which is on page 1. And it's Have Faith. Karen, you won. Karen made a pair of socks. So, hopefully that'll show. There is Karen's socks. So, Karen, get in touch with me with the pattern, $10 or less, that you would like. And I will gift that to you. Okay? And then the next one is the Alaska question, which was from 2 to 15. Thank you very much for your questions. After I do this round of drawings, I'm going to go ahead and open that questions again. So keep adding in your Alaska questions. If you want me to, ask me any Alaska question, no problem. I will look it up, or I will tell you my opinion. Number 13 for the Alaska question. So let's see who that is. Get to it here. Ah. Number 13 is Lori, HOHLF. Congratulations, Lori. Get in touch with me for a $10 or less pattern on Ravelry. Again, that was Lori, LORIEHOFLF. Very cool, and she is a new member of the group, so yay! If you are a member of the group and you have not introduced yourself, please introduce yourself, because I love saying hello and telling everybody about you, like since I told you guys about me. Okay, there's another snapshot of that. Okay, my wrap-up is, I wanted to wrap up how many finishes I had this year. Or 2014, I had 37 finishes, which was 12 socks, 3 sweaters, 1 vest, 4 hats, 2 scarves, 4 cowls, 5 shawls, 2 pair of fingerless mitts, 4 stuffies. I also finished 3 cross stitch, which is really incredible because I would not, when I was a kid, I would never finish them. I would do half of them and then move to the next one. So I have stopped doing that. Okay guys, I have to set up for the next one, so hold on. Hello. So, in this bag is a world full of happiness. I was very, very, very shocked on Christmas Eve when my husband handed me his credit card and told me I could buy the Hanson e-spinner. I had saved between what he was giving me and what my grandmother was giving me $700, so I wasn't all the way there yet, but he went ahead and said he would pay for the rest. He was paying for the rest anyway, but I wouldn't have to wait. So, I got it. It came in yesterday. Very happy. That's one of the reasons why I didn't record yesterday, is because I wanted to wait for this to come in. So before I take this out, I'm going to tell you about the bag I purchased. I got this at Lowe's yesterday for $20, and it's got lots of pockets. So in this pocket I have the car jack, so I can spin in the car, which is kind of hard because I'm the driver. And on this side there is more pockets. And in this pocket I have the bobbins. So I bought 3 extra bobbins. My dad made me a lazy cape, so it's in here. So these are part of the lazy cape. And the 3 bobbins. And I got 3 purple bobbins. So here is the one end. And so you just take it and you twist it on there. And then take it on this side. And twist on the bobbin. And there is the bobbin. Look at how big that bobbin is. It holds 10 ounces of fiber. That's a lot of fiber. Okay, let me put these back in here so I don't lose anything, because I would be sad. Okay. Okay, and here is the bag of goodies. So it's got plugs for everything that I need. Okay, I also got the maintenance kit. And in the maintenance kit, it's got a dental tooth for removing the fuzz from the motor shaft. There is some super lube, a poly band, a brake band, and a tube. Very nice, and it fits in my bag really nicely. Here is the foot pedal. Very nice foot pedal. This is the bottom of my lazy cape that my dad made. He's very, very good woodworker. You guys have seen his stuff before, but it's very nice, and it fits really nicely in here. But the thing that really is nice in here is the woolly winder. Let me grab it. Oh, not the woolly winder. I got woolly winder on the brain. Sorry. Is my Hanson. It's a beauty mess. And I have named it, Nani. N-A-N-I, which means beautiful in Hawaiian. This is a cherry wood, or a cherry stain. I love it. I also got the standard flyer because I figured if I wanted the woolly winder, I could get it later. So that was kind of my thinking. But, oh, I've had so much fun. Here is what I've spun up so far. This is the little bit of fiber that was sent with the wheel, and the purple is what they spun to make sure that everything works. And everything worked fine. And this is from Abstract Fibers. So very, very nice. But, yeah, he definitely surprised me with it because I figured I wouldn't be able to get it for at least another couple months. So a big thank you to the hubby and to my grandmother for enabling me for all my crafty goodness. They are pretty great. So, yeah, this is definitely worth the money, guys. If you are a spinner and you want to spin with an e-spinner, this is it. Ooh, I never looked at the bottom. Mine is number 2878. So, this is a pretty nice little solid machine, and it is a lot of fun, and I can sit in my recliner and spin. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I also, where is it? I also picked up the battery that is on the Hanson website. It's the Rav Power, and it says it's supposed to power the iPad. The iPad thing doesn't work. The plug-in for the iPad, maybe my iPad is too old. I don't know. It won't, I can't find a plug for my computer, so I can't do it on that. But it works for this, and that's all that matters to me, is that this battery will I can use this without electricity. I can just use the power, or the battery pack. So that's a big plus to me. So, I bet a lot of you knew that this was what was coming. I have one more package coming from Hanson, and it is going to be the reducer. I should have picked up the reducers at the same time, but I didn't realize I would want them, but I do. Because it's the orifice reducer, so it takes it from this big hole and makes it a little bit smaller and easier, and your yarn doesn't go flying around. But yeah, if you have any questions about the Hanson bath spins, on YouTube is a really great tutorial. She is one of the makers of the Hanson, or I think her husband is. The other one is Blooming Knitter. She has done a really great Hanson tutorial. Knitting Blooms podcast, so check that out, because that's what I watched before I picked this up. I've watched a lot of other people with theirs, but Blooming Knitter's one is really good. Check that out. Okay, guys, this is a really long one. Sorry about that. It probably won't be that long next week. As I've said before, I only show stitching once a month. So at the beginning of February, oh no, it will have to wait until the end of February, or one of the podcasts towards the middle of February, before I show what I completed in January. Yeah. So I only do that once a month. The spinning, you will see a lot more spinning, because as you know, my goal is to spin 4 ounces a month. So, yeah, I will be spinning on my Hanson. I really appreciate all of you coming and watching me. So if you're a new viewer, it's usually not this long. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for putting up with my crazy this week. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for you this week. What did I do with my notes? Oh, I put my notes across the room, so I guess that is going to be all that it is. Oh, no, I was going to tell you we have gained 19 minutes of daylight since the 21st of December. So it's starting back up again. When we started recording this podcast today, the sun was down. Now it is rising, so the light should be better in here. It's going to be fully up by 10:50 something and set at 2:59 today. I think it was 10:48 and 2:59. I think that those are the two numbers. It's across the room, or I would get it for you. Keep those Alaska questions coming. I really have enjoyed reading those. I will be answering one a week until they are all gone. If you have any other questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm not really good at tutorials, but I can give my opinion. I guess that's all we can do. That's all these podcasts really are our opinion and wanting to show what we do. And I think that's so much fun. I have really enjoyed watching all of the different podcasts, the knitting, spinning, and the stitching. I've really enjoyed all of them. So I will leave you with what I leave you every week. Whatever you craft, I hope you craft it to your heart's content. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.